Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to talk about hair, one of my favorite subjects. This video is in partnership with Ulta Beauty, and they are having their Gorgeous Hair event. The Gorgeous Hair event is in store and online from October 1st through 21st, with daily beauty steals you and your wallet will love. Each day there will be a different sale, like for instance, Pureology, Babyliss Pro. There's a new brand I've never heard of, Bread Beauty. They have a new scalp serum exfoliating scalp treatment. That's something that looked interesting to me because my daughter Brooke has always had a bad scalp. And then I went yesterday, I needed several new things, and I picked up the Redken Color Extend Magnetics shampoo and conditioner. This size here is 2 for $32. So all of the Redken formulas that we love. I know that there's all soft. There is the Great Lengths. There is the blonde one, the illuminating one. I am going to tell you why I got this in just a minute. So for the next few weeks, for instance, October 8th through 14th, It's a 10, Sugar Bear, Conair, Chlorane, AG Haircare, Eva NYC, Grande Cosmetics, Diva Curl, Lonza, Bondi Boost. So it's hair tools, hair products, and shampoos and conditioners, pillowcases, all kinds of good stuff. And I see the quick blowout heat protection spray. Okay, so that brings me to what I want to talk about today. I go to Ulta Beauty probably once a week. I always have. And I like to go in there and look and see what's new. The first thing that I picked up is the Redken Color Extend Magnetics shampoo and conditioner. These are good for keeping your hair color fresh, not stripping it out. I just went to the Like to Know It conference. I was staying at a high-end hotel, so I didn't take any shampoo and conditioner with me, and it stripped every bit of my hair color out of my hair. You can almost see it looks green. It took all the warm tones out because that's what she does, is she bleaches parts of my hair and then she colors the rest of it and then tones the bleached part. So I'm going today to get it fixed, and that is something I'm still learning, is I need to pay attention to things like that. I knew that I had just had my hair color done and I didn't even think about that. So this is what 2 of the girls in there recommended over all of the other lines. Like I'm sure Kenra has something good. I'm sure Lonza has something good, but I like these Redken shampoos. And now that you can get both of these for, I believe, $32, this is what I would get. I used it last night and I really liked it. It doesn't have a strong scent. I know a lot of you don't like some of the other ones that I like because it's scented pretty heavily. This one is very light, and it's also kind of creamy and pearly. You know how like when you pour out a conditioner, you can almost tell the ones that are going to be more cleansing and illuminating. They'll have that clear texture. But the ones like this that are creamy just seem to be milder, and I loved it. So this is something I suggest, and I would, if you don't know exactly what formula you want, then Ulta Beauty is really good about having one of the girls help you and just be honest with her, tell her exactly what you use and what your concerns are, and they will show you a really good combination to get. Another thing I wanted to do is show you things that I have purchased over and over and over for years and that are my tried and true products. So I have them all here along with a few new things that I got, and we're just gonna look at it all. First of all, I got a new Babyliss curling iron. I don't know how many Babyliss products. I have the hot rollers, the hair dryer. I have 2 other curling irons that are bigger, and then I think I even have the flat iron. But I have this new hairstyle in mind. I was watching In the Fro, Victoria. Her hairstylist did this funky hairstyle that I love. It was kind of like the old school beachy wave where you leave the ends out, but you left even more of the ends out, and you didn't start with the curls until it was kind of like there's just 2 bends in the middle, and it's real piecey and chunky. And he actually used a flat iron. Well, I'm not good at that. I feel like this is a more sure thing for me, and I don't want to do a flat iron that long and have to do it over and over again. So I picked up this one yesterday that is the 1 inch. Last night I used my flat iron and I used this product. I use this every time I do anything. I use it when I flat iron. I use it when I curl. This is my go-to heat protectant, and it's the Neuro Style Protect. I suggest using a product when your hair is wet, like a leave-in conditioner or some type of product when it's wet that has heat protectant in it. And then I recommend using something like this that has a little bit of hold and your heat protection in it, because if you want your hair to be curled or straight but still have body and not be flat down, you don't want to take a hairspray and just do like this. You want to spray each piece while you're styling it. So something like this is perfect. Now this is my lightest hold one and that's why I use it the most. I actually was so afraid they were going to stop selling it, and I was there yesterday. I saw one on the shelf, so I picked it up to have a backup. And then the one I used before that is this one. It's the Sexy Hair Style Protect Me 450 degree hot tool protection spray. This one also has some hold. Matter of fact, I think this one has a little bit more hold. This one feels a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit more product feeling, but I do like it. Like when I was thinking this was no longer, I was just going to go back to this one. Another one I have purchased several times is the Paul Mitchell Flexible Hold Hot Off the Press Thermal Protection Hairspray. I think this is one of the OGs. This has been around for a long time. This actually, it says it's quick drying hairspray, helps protect fragile strands when thermal styling irons turn up the heat. Flexible hold, humidity resistant formula, the perfect finishing touch for any style, curly or straight. Spray onto dry, finished hair before using a hot iron. I use this just like I do all of them. I spray each piece before I do it. Now, when I do flat iron my hair, which isn't very often, I don't section it in little sections. I section it in half. So I'll take that top part, like this whole part, clip it up, spray what's left down, and then flat iron it. And keep in mind, I've already got another heat protection product in there already before I blow dried. Then when I let the top down, I spray it too. Whereas if I'm curling it, even with an air wrap or anything like that, and I do use the Dyson blow dryer with the attachment, like the guard on the end, I will spray each piece because that keeps each curl in place and lasting without weighing down all of your hair. So this is one that I recommend. It has a little bit more hold. So I got this to try for this latest style, and I've been told that to hold that crunchy and beachy wave kind of in the middle, I might need a wax. So I got this one, which is the Redken Spray Wax Fine Wax Mist. One of the girls there helped me choose this, and she said it was really good. And then I saw this product and I thought I would try it. Spray Smooth from Redken, Instant Smoothing and Frizz Protection Spray. So I think that is all of my spray-on heat protectants that have a little bit of hold and you use after you blow dry. Now before I blow dry, right out of the towel, and Ulta Beauty does have all of the hair drying turban towels and everything that I use, I will put 1 or 2 pumps of this. This is the Lonza Healing Oil. This is the thick one, much like the high-end oils. I use 2 pumps just on the ends of my hair. I'm bent over and I put it probably on the last 6 or 8 inches of my hair. If you have shorter hair, I would just use 1 pump and just put it on the ends of your hair like this, because it is a thicker oil, but it is so good. So that's the first thing that I use. And then I use something like this. I have another one here too that I use, but this is probably my most purchased. I think I started buying this before I started YouTube. It is the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Spray, Advanced Dry Thermal Protection. This is good stuff. They have a lighter version, but I prefer the original. This is what I use for my everyday, don't need any hold, just gonna do a blowout. Maybe I'm gonna braid it and sleep in braids overnight. Maybe I just want a flowy, silky blowout. It's my go-to. And this has the thermal protection in it, and it helps your hair dry a lot faster, even if you're air drying. I have used this and let my hair just air dry natural. I love it. My mom likes this too. And then this is a new one. that I've been using. I've gone through a couple of these little bottles, and it is the Quick Blowout Flash Drying 450-degree heat protection formula. Very similar to the Kenra. The Kenra has a distinct smell. You either love it or you might not. If you don't, I would try this. This has kind of a sweet smell too. I like them all. I like hair scented things because it just makes you feel fancy and like you just got your hair done, but I really like this too. Okay, damage control. Luckily, I haven't needed this, but sometimes I just use it when I get my hair highlighted, and that is the Lonza Healing Color Care, the Trauma Treatment. This is I hate to say it's a miracle product, but it has helped me through some tough times. The worst I can remember is one time I had a keratin treatment, you know, where they pull it through with a flat iron, and I already had brittle, bleached ends. This was years ago. I think it was right at the beginning of YouTube, so probably 13 years ago or so. And I was standing in the aisle, and one of the girls came over to help me, and I was telling her what had happened, that I needed some help. And you know, the whole time you're talking, they're kind of looking at your hair and kind of sizing you up. She was like, yeah. She was like picking it up like it was just toast, you know? And she suggested this. And I'm not saying it heals your hair, because I think once that's happened, it's done, but it can mend it. Just like you would mend, you know, anything else, and keep it holding on just for a little while until you can get a grip, let it grow out a little bit, be easy with it, condition it, you know, just all the things you need to do to love it back to life. This is good stuff. Then years later, I was in actually the salon I go to, and there was a girl that used to work there that she's trained through Lonza. And we were talking about how good Lonza is. We love that line. And she was saying a good way to use this is in the shower. When you have washed, conditioned your hair, and you're about to get out, put this in just like the ponytail part of your hair. And what I do, she said just to leave it in, but what I do is I put it in, and then I'll dunk my head under the warm water one more time and then squeeze it out. And it kind of emulsifies and gets all in your hair. I do that every once in a while, maybe once a month, or if I just got my hair done, I will use this. I've seen Morgan use this when people get highlights. It's just good stuff. One of my go-to favorite brushes ever. This is something I have purchased this a couple of times, the Wet Brush Paddle Brush. I can take this with me on an out-of-town trip with no other brush. I can blow dry my hair with this, brush it out when it's wet, you know, freshen it up the next day. I've had the oval ones, but I think the paddle brush is the best, and I like it better than the Tangle Teaser. This is just my go-to. I would be lost without this. I do have a backup just in case I were to leave it or something, but I love this. Let's get into maybe a few styling products. I would say my number one would be this. This is the Kenra Platinum Thickening Mousse Density Pumping Mousse, number 12. This is some good stuff. Not only does it make your hair feel thicker, but it gives it like a little bit of oomph, and it helps it stay a little bit. What I like about it is it keeps my hair kind of sectiony. You know, I always like body back here. I actually like it to be kind of separated. A lot of times I'll use a Velcro roller just at the crown of my head. This keeps it like that. It keeps it, it's not gonna be airy and flowy and just all over the place. That's more of a this product. If you just want airy, flowy hair that is smooth, protected, and just wispy, that's what this is going to give you. If you want more piecey, blown out look, I would try this, and thickening. This is a product I have used for years and years. It is the Sebastian Whipped Cream. This is the creamiest mousse. It's actually a conditioning mousse. Yeah, light conditioning style whip. So this gives you a little bit of that conditioning feeling. It's a little, I don't know how to say it, it's just really soft feeling. It's different than any other mousse I've ever tried, but it gives you a good enough hold so that you can get a good blowout. Your brush will really grip and you'll get a good blowout with this. I really love this. It's a little bit more smoothing than that one is. That one you can get a little bit more body. This is the IGGK Good Behavior Spirulina Protein Smoothing Spray. Keratin-like treatment, 24-hour frizz control, 450 heat protection. This is one of those things. I was thinking when I was picking out the things that I've purchased over and over, what I was going to tell you about this. For one thing, I like the way it's an aerosol and it is easy to put all over your hair, even when it's wet or before you comb it out. I think it helps smooth it. I think it does help frizz control. I even use it when I don't blow dry it, when I just let it dry natural. It just seems like when I use this product, I like my hair. I think the reason is it helps with the humidity. It's just a good product. It gets great reviews. So many of you have tried it and loved it. I really like it, and I have purchased that over and over. This is my go-to. Would be lost without it. It's the Living Proof Full Dry Volume and Texture Spray. This is what I use to get volume at the root, like even in the back. Even when I use a Velcro roller, I will just spray around the Velcro roller while it's in, just to give it that oomph at the back. Even when my hair is straight, I will put a little bit in the back for just some grip and height back here. The best. This is a little one just because I just went out of town and I took it with me. I think that's all of my go-to purchased over and over again hair products. It's really not. I'm sure there are many more. Like used to, I loved BioBlender and but I would say Redken is my go-to shampoo. If I am not using my Colleen, I am using a Redken. But I know a lot of you like to get a deal, especially during these events. It's really like the 21 Days of Beauty, but it's just the gorgeous hair event. So let's see. I purchased a few other things that I purchase all the time, and this is one of them. It is the BioBlender. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. I love it. It's kind of like my mascara. I love it better than high end. So I just got one out today and used it. This is probably my favorite light pink nail polish. I was about to run out of my other one and I gave it to my mom to try, so I just picked up another one. And my Ulta Beauty has Chanel, Dior, Hourglass, Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, Bobbi Brown, MAC, all of them. I really am lucky that I have all these good brands there. And then let's see, I'm gonna save the new stuff till last. Well, this is new too. I've tried the Kiss lashes before, but only one time, and they were the self stick. I'm gonna try them again because a lot of times I do things wrong the first time. I think I put too many on, but these are the new ones from Ardell, and they're just those lashes. They're called undies. You put them under your lashes. This actually has the bonding and the seal. So I'm gonna try these and see how it goes. They're supposed to last, a few days. That's not my purpose. I just am curious about underneath lashes. I've done that before just with regular lashes, and that way you don't have to wear eyeliner. So I'm gonna try these for us. And then guess what my Ulta Beauty has? Paco Rabanne makeup. So I picked up a few things. I picked up the mascara. It's called Eyeforia. It reminds me of the YSL one. It's got a big wand, which I'm not crazy about, but see how it has a lot of stuff on it. So I'm hoping this is going to be fabulous. Then I picked up this eye palette. It's called Date Night. I love the packaging. Look at that. And that is just gorgeous. These are buttery smooth. Then I picked up this lipstick. It was the only lipstick that I really thought I would like. Rabanne Famous Lipstick Metal Blossom. I have on Totally Toffee today, and I think that works well. You could also use a rosy one if you want it more pink. Then they remind me of the MAC paints. I got this one, which is matte, and it's called Sorry Not Sorry. And then I got this one that is the coolest sheer. It gives you that almost like a wet look. And I'm hoping that this is going to be good for those times when I try to like blend out the MAC Smolder or some of those liners and get that, just 60s, more of like that Kate Moss look or Victoria Beckham. So these look promising. And then seems like I got one other thing. Oh my goodness, you guys. I was so happy to see this. Buxom Celeste, our favorite, our girl. I was so scared this was being discontinued because I've had a hard time finding it online, but there was a whole shelf of it. This is definitely, without a doubt, probably lifetime most purchased lip gloss. Just for that, I'm gonna have to put some on right now. It is just beautiful. I'm gonna swatch it. And then I'm going to even, doesn't take much. You just want to put on a little bit and like blend it into your lipstick. It makes every lipstick better. This just makes me so happy that this was not being discontinued. I mean, there are things that are similar, but nothing just like that. I mean, that is just beautiful. On its own, I never wear it on its own, but just something about putting a couple dots on any lipstick just makes it better. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. I hope I have given you some ideas for the Ulta Beauty Gorgeous Hair event. I will put all the details, all the dates, the exact link to go to down below. You can shop in store or online. And let me know if you have any questions or if I can guide you in any way. They also have lots of people there to help you, and they're just really happy to help you. Every time I've ever gone in, there is lots of good help. So thank you for watching. Thank you to Ulta Beauty for sponsoring this, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.